Greetings to you all. My name is Jen Samali. First of all, I want to thank you all once again for everything you did for me yesterday. Through the heartwarming messages you sent me, it really filled my heart and gave me a lot of joy and strength that was totally gone. That's why you can hear my tone changed a bit in just a day. Not because of anything, but you, my family that I have. Words can't explain how much joy I have within me, even saying this out. You have indeed put a smile on my face that was grabbed away from me by what I used to call family. Because in my own understanding, I thought family doesn't cheat from fellow family. This video today is focusing mainly on how my skin disease started, what treatments I have used ever since it started, from Dubai till today. And this was a recommendation I got from one of the family members here on Facebook that actually suggested to me to make a video of how the disease started, what treatments I have had, medicines and all that. So this is why I'm doing this video. This disease basically started in Dubai 2 years ago. So in total, I will count 2 years plus the 11 months of severe, serious, bad condition. It all started as a rash, which was on and off for some time, which took me to the doctor in Mediclinic, Media City branch in Dubai, to check with the doctor what exactly was the problem. By this time when I went to the doctor, the rashes were not visible. So they would appear for like 2 days and then leave, appear, leave, appear and leave. When she saw me, she prescribed creams that she thought would help me. And these creams were Elocom and Advanton, which was for the face, as the rash would sometimes hit me also on the face. Since I was working as a water sports lifeguard, which required me to be outdoors for longer hours, doctor thought all this could be from the sun and water that I was staying in for long hours. After explaining to her the nature of the job I was doing, I was advised by the doctor to take some time out of the sun and water for this time I was on treatment, which the company accepted and managed to offer to me, which actually gave me some relief. But after the grace period finished, I had to go back to work as usual. After a couple of days, it came back, and this time very serious. The first serious instance that struck me was when we had gone for a private trip, as I was working for a private company that required me to teach and play with guests in so many activities, which included board games like wakeboarding, omniboarding, and so many others like jet skiing, and so much more. While I was at work, it reached a time the itchiness escalated and had to do something about it, which meant visiting a doctor, which I did for the second time, and this time with rash all over my whole body and face. When she looked at my body, she recommended a blood test, a blood and urine test, which I did, and the results showed nothing wrong with none of this. Later on, she recommended me to use stronger medicines, and this is what she prescribed to me, like Dermovet ointment that I was applying on my whole body. Because of my condition, company terminated my contract as they could not continue with me with this my skin problem. I resorted to coming back home because there was no option left for me, as I was struggling with the skin condition silently. And this was the same time Ugandan visas were also on hold, whereby it was not easy to get a job. How did I know this? I tried to apply for some job opportunities that I know could favor the nature of my condition. Feels like working in the gym was my first option that I thought of, as I was a qualified fitness instructor and I knew I would have done it perfectly well. But there was no way for this, as they were not providing Ugandans with employment visa at the time. I know so many Ugandans here who were in the country then who will remember this. The moment they call you and want to fix your interview, and you just say you're coming from Uganda, because this was the first question at the moment, their reply to you would be, "We're sorry, we don't hire Ugandans anymore." And some companies, after hearing that you're coming from Uganda, they just hung up the phones. And this made everything complicated for me. So I decided to come back home. And when I reached home 1 week after my arrival, the disease immediately started off. And these were the days I was finding out how all my things were all gone. It hit me so hard. That could be one of the many reasons my skin escalated to what you see now. Here I have visited the most popular known skin doctor. I won't mention his name, but when he saw my skin with scales falling off, he told me this has nothing to do with blood. It's just on the skin itself. He said you contracted this from some of the clothes you were wearing and certain colors of clothes I was wearing that had chemicals coming off that actually affected my skin. He also mentioned that clothes that are not cotton are not my cup of tea. He recommended an injection called Diprofos, anti-itching tablets, plus creams like Dermovet and some others that I have to take until my condition will clear. But it has been 10 months, but still struggling with the disease. But I would say these medicines have worked so well. But the only challenge is that I have been missing out on the injection for some months because of finances, which caused me to go back to square one to how it was. After going through a lot of pain from wounds that were developing on my body as it would ooze out fluids from morning to sunset, I was walking with a cloth with me all the time, as wounds would ooze fluids all the time. My clothes would soak in fluids that were oozing out of my skin day and night. If I manage to get this injection on time, I can change a lot, because I see what it does when I take it on time. All the wounds dry within a week and the itchiness stops right away. Hope this gives a clear picture to those who wanted to know how my skin problem started and where we are now. I'm open to suggestions and ideas regarding this information. Thanks so much for watching my video, and may God bless you.